But the two reasons that I talked about earlier, I think the first one was essentially that my experience sitting through classes with MBA students, being around 400 to 500 MBA students each year for 5 years during my PhD, and then as a professor teaching MBA students, right? So a few of the quick recap, and I'm an academic, so I think every session should end with a summary. So I will do exactly what I do in class. So quick recap of the points would be: placements are not everything. You still have a lot of time. Listen to your faculty members. Be continuous learners. Learn soft skills and emotional intelligence. Do not hesitate to ask. Use your age and student status to your advantage. Be socially conscious and responsible. Be inclusive. Now, these are all points that followed from my first reason. Now, if I can quickly come to the second reason, you would have noticed in my journey that I gave a large description of earlier, right? About how I moved from multiple subjects which were largely sort of heavily natural science oriented to management. And even within that, I moved from strategy to entrepreneurship. So when we joined for PhD at IIM Bangalore, the system they follow is you either write your GMAT or CAT exam. Post that, they shortlist a few of you. You go in for something called a research aptitude test, and that happens on day one. And day two, you have an interview. So on the night of day one, they invite all the aspiring PhD students to go meet the current PhD students. So the current PhD students host a dinner for all of us. And this is a time when we get to ask all questions and everything about campus life, everything about the PhD program, just to make sure that we are making the right decision. So once I joined, so when I was in the first year, it was our turn to invite the potential PhD candidates, right? So we were having this dinner. And as I sat and listened to all the questions that people were asking, primarily they wanted to know every possible thing about the campus and the program, right? How is this professor? How does he actually grade? Should we take courses with this person? Can we bring our bikes to campus? What happens at night? What are the things? So there are so many questions which almost seem like they wanted to plan each and every moment on campus, right? And that's when I sort of thought back and tried to figure out what was my strategy when I started off, right? What was the thing that I was looking at? One of the things I realized was that to remember that when you ask people questions, they give you answers which are based on their experiences. Now, it is good to be informed, but keep some bandwidth for you to be open to many other possibilities. And oftentimes what you will notice is that these possibilities are what work best for you and not the limited scope that, say, your peers or your friends or seniors' experiences offer, right? They worked best for them. Be open to find out what works best for you. And I think at that point, when I was thinking about how I would look at my strategy, I called it the strategy student strategy, right? And I've realized that throughout my education, this is something that I have followed. And so therefore, when I look back at it, I think the only thing that I can offer is, if you ask me what is the best strategy, the only answer that I have is that you need to go out there, experience a slice of it yourself, and make one that fits you best. Now, when we write our SOPs and our CVs, I think all of us, especially all of you now that you will be doing your MBA and you're looking for placements and so on, we all claim that We have a different set of skills from our classmates. We have different capabilities. We are unique, right? If we are willing to accept that and advertise that, we should also recognize that we, as individuals, will have different strategies to. So be open to finding the strategy that works for you, right? And sort of like paraphrasing, so Hong Kong tourism had a long time ago, they had a live it, love it, Hong Kong. I'm just going to paraphrase that and say live it, learn it, love it, right? And only by being open do we actually find what works best for us and figure out and create new opportunities for us and our extended networks. And you are incredibly lucky to have a chairman who has specifically focused on entrepreneurship, which means that there will be a lot of support for all of you to create opportunities and not just follow everybody else and look at the same opportunities which may not be the best for you. If there is a single message that I would like to leave you with as you embark on this exciting learning journey, it would be this: be open, have fun, and stay curious. I wish you all the very best as you start this journey. And I hope to hear wonderful success stories and more than 10% of you turning out to be entrepreneurs and becoming incredibly successful entrepreneurs in the future. Thank you very much.
So it was a great message and inaugural address for our students. I think this is the best thing they could take it at the beginning of their journey. Professor Dr. Vidula Venugopal, and your passion, we could see it from the messages you are giving. Simple, precise, but it is just heart touching. And thank you so much for being with us today, ma'am, and gracing this occasion, auspicious occasion. And I remember the words of the wisdom and words of Swami Vivekananda. The theme he wants to instill in the youth was that man-making, truly education system that truly man-making, such as manifestation of perfection already in a man. That is what he meant. And the small thing, everyone will like it, but though I would like to share it here. And you all know many times you would have heard that, when Swami was in Swami Vivekananda was in Western countries and with that normal dress he wore, then the Westerner asked Swami Vivekananda, why can't you wear proper clothes to be a gentleman, right? And Vivekananda humbly replied that in your culture, dress makes a gentleman, but in our culture, character makes a gentleman. Right, that is what that message is all about: character building. And as you clearly mentioned, that you've given all around 360 degree from the entrepreneurships to career and soft skills and keeping lifelong learning. And the live it, love it, and learn it. I like it also. I have one more. Okay, that's great, ma'am. And thank you so much for gracing this occasion. And again, I would like to just put a small, reminder on the request I made it earlier. And we will be very happy to have you as an advisor and well-wisher of our entrepreneurship development cell. We would like to have you in that occasion. I will officially write it to you later if you could acknowledge. And we will be happy to have the papers you have published and then the journals you have written. All those our students could just go through and read and benefit out of it. We want this relationship to continue for in the long run. And we would like to work. And the second important thing, I remember that I got an invitation from you when I was attending a program in the last term to visit IIM Nagpur. And we will be very happy to visit with our students with all your approval. And maybe we could have one day and we could see you all, and having you all talking to them will be really great for us. So that also I will come back to you, madam. Hope you will just give us some green signals on that. And with that note, I would like to once again thank you so much, and our congratulations to the students and the faculty members for this inauguration. And officially, we are on the board now to commence our first year MBA journey. And ma'am would like to give some words, wisdom words, one or two words. One more. Can I hear something from you, Dr. Vidula? Few words, or is it fine?
Oh, is it fine? I wish all of them all the very best. And regarding the things that you've mentioned in terms of visiting IIM Nagpur, that invitation is always open. So please, and we are moving into a new campus next year. So probably that would be the best time, and COVID would have hopefully gone away. So we are looking forward to inviting you and hosting you as well. So we'll arrange something.
That's a real gift for our students and for the faculty and all of us here from ASBM. We wish you also have a good day and good time and good career ahead, madam. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. And I would like to call our CEO. I'm not sure, madam, is there or not. If not, I would like to call Professor. Yes,
I'm very much.
Yes, our CEO, ma'am, is here. And thank you, madam, for joining this occasion. And I would like to hear a few words from our CEO, Dr. Chitra Manohar. She's here with us now.
Happy morning, Dr. Vidula and all the future business leaders in Aditya School of Business Management. That was amazing for life journey and IBMs and what the students need to prepare themselves for. So thank you, Dr. Vidula, for that wonderful speech. And dear leaders of the future, as all the other fields, education too is undergoing a tremendous change post-COVID. Especially the MBA course will now be called as new generation MBA. I think that's what the business schools all over the world call. For a business to succeed in this turbulent scenario, not just skills of various professionals, but the most important are the leaders with critical thinking and decision-making efficiency, and entrepreneurs who can create and adapt to new technologies, as Dr. Vidula already said, HR professionals who can help run companies with appropriate work ethics, financial experts who have global perspectives and knowledge, and supply chain managers who have knowledge of business models across the globe. Because I think post-COVID, there is evidence that many companies are responding with international expansion. So to put it in a nutshell, whichever vertical of business administration you're going to be in, the world needs a go-getter. And training you to be that go-getter is our responsibility. Dreams are a dime a dozen. It's the execution that counts. So our MBA department, under the leadership of Dr. Sundar Pandian, has far-sighted vision. And I'm sure they'll ensure that you're given ample opportunity to learn all necessary skills, give you perspectives, a global perspective, and an ambience that will give you a winning edge. And remember that the successful warrior is the average man with a laser-like focus. So focus is what you must have. The next 2 years are going to be very crucial, not only to you and to the whole world. So absorb the knowledge, practice the skills taught, and always remember that you are going to be the winner. Thank you. All the best to all of you.
That's a great wisdom words, madam. Just get, goal set, focus, and get it, right? Getting things done. So that is what all about the goals of future managers. And with that, next 1 week, I would like to just give a note on the programs which we are going to have with this inaugural. And Monday, we are going to have another program at the same time with some kind of preparatory courses, or executive preparatory courses we call it, which we have planned for the next 2 weeks we have planned. And you will be having like the lifestyle of, first you have to learn the lifestyle of being a manager. Next will be like your mindsets and all those things. Then leadership excellence is another part. And, the next part we wanted to highlight in this executive preparatory course is like making you to be equal, learn to equal with everybody, equality. When you go to workplace, you got to see the gender equality, that, a lot of issues people face. We want to orient on that aspect as well. Fairness among people, okay, that element we want to give. The next important thing we wanted to highlight in this executive preparatory course for the next 2 weeks is business sustainability and environmental business. That are also in our motto. So all these in a nutshell, we will have it in the next 2 weeks time till the 12th of December. It will start from Monday, 30th of November till 12th. It will go on like 2 full weeks. You will have preparatory courses, and you will get a lot of insights of it when you address all those things, and you will have a lot of hands-on works. As Vidula ma'am mentioned, you will have to do everything, and you got to go and ask for it. And you are going to be given a lot of tasks during this occasion. Just take initiatives and prioritize and work towards it. We are there as facilitators. We are not just going to give one way and it's going to be into the way. We are going to just support you learn. Support you, the facilitators of learning we are going to be, okay? That's what the future is all about, the new era of education is all about. Okay? Let us all make it together. With that note, I would like to congratulate once again all of you and our dignitaries. Thank you very much for joining our chief guest, Dr. Professor Vidula, ma'am, and as well as our CEO and our chairman and all of us, all our faculty members. Now I would like to invite Professor Lakshmikant to say that official vote of thanks.
Very good morning to one and all present online. I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose word of thanks on this momentous occasion. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Sukumaran Sir, and our beloved trustee, Mr. Praveen Kumar Sir, Aditya Institutions, for their presence in this first MBA inaugural function batch 2022. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to the CEO, the principal, and all the dignitaries of Aditya Institutions for their presence and guidance. I, on behalf of management, the faculty members, and the student of Aditya School of Business Management, and on my own behalf, I convey deep regards and heartily thanks to Professor Dr. Vidula Venugopal, the faculty in Strategy and Entrepreneurship, Chairman of Center for Entrepreneurship in IIM Nagpur, for valuable speech, and this would help the students to set their career goals. Thank you so much, madam. Last but not least, I must thank all the student participants and parents for your active participation in this first MBA inaugural function. Once again, I thank everyone of you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you. Let us all join back for the next program on Monday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Vidula, once again. Thank to Madam Chitra, ma'am. Have a good day. We will disperse from here. Thank you.
Thank you.